Well, hello there, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. How are you today? I'm doing actually pretty damn skippy. Welcome to your Path of True Love reading for November 2019. Now, with this Mercury retrograde and me being a Virgo, I have to let you know I already did a reading for this, and the spread was so complex, and I was so burned out afterwards, and I was having technical issues left, right, and center. So my guides were like, got a lot of lessons from that one, simplify this. So here you are. Now I am going to post that reading for you as an extended, right? Sometimes it's really, really good to be the first sign. It's like an hour. It's like really long. And I could even tell, like, by the end of the reading, I was like, whoa, this is a lot. So happy whatever. Happy November. You get the bonus read. Maybe I'll do one of those every month now for the Path of True Love. If you are new to my channel, I am Angelo Lyons, the Mark Angel, president of Drawing the Circle Productions. Really 21 years, actually 21 and a half years I have been in business. Drawing the Circle Productions, my own company, spiritual events company. Now we're producing YouTube videos, great. Professional witch, professional intuitive, and boy have I earned those titles, self-imposed though they are. So welcome to my channel. Please do like and subscribe. I'm building my subscription numbers up so I can get to 1,000 and do super live chat. I'm really stoked. Like, it's a real intuitive thing. It's like, you will do that, but you know, even if something's destined, you still have to put in the work. You still have to participate in the quantum game. So thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. And of course, thank you, my subscribers. You guys have been such a bedrock, you know, really enjoying my stuff. And I think you're learning that I can deliver really, really intense information with a sense of humor and loving compassion, which is, you know, hard won, but a gift that I'm glad to give away. So let's get down to business. Path of True Love is all about you, right? This is about your path. There are others on your path that may or may not be on the path of true love. It's true, not everyone is on the path of true love. Can you dig it, right? Some people have incarnated for different reasons, you know, like for politics or for money, and you know, and it's not that you can't, you know, be involved in politics and you know, build your coin on the path of true love. Of course you can, but this is about specific contracts that you've made in this life to heal within yourself through your relationship. So that you could see the path of true love as your spiritual path, your healing path, however you want to define that, but through the lens of every relationship in your life, not just the romantic sexual. I actually did a video for the True Lovers Collective that is very specific romantic sexual contracts. But in terms of twin flames and soulmates, which are not the same thing, watch the vid I did on that, clarifying those. Yeah. Yeah. So this is about you. So every card that hits the table will be about you, but because we're doing it a little bit differently right now, and you'll see when we get there, I'll explain when we get to those cards. They may absolutely refer to other people in your life that are mirroring you in some way, or are helping you. I'll put that in quotes, helping you, because everything that happens is here to help us. Everything is helping us move forward, heal, learn, grow, and become true love, become unconditional love. Like, unconditional love, fully integrated and embodied, to me, is true love, right? So imagine, you know, everything you've heard about true love. You know what? I'm going to put my Vimeo series that I did a couple of years ago, recorded. It's a bunch of classes. I think they're only like $10 a class or $5 a class. I don't remember. So I will put the link down there if you'd like to watch some of my classes Vimeo on demand. Cool. I know I should be doing more extended readings, but I did it with the Twin Flames for October and it nearly killed me. So I don't know that I'm doing 24 reads again. That's a bit much, at least for now. So let's dive in. There was a lot of preamble. I apologize, but you know, I got to say all this stuff. Here we go. We're going to start with Caroline Myss Archetype deck. All the decks that I read in total are in the description box below. I'm adding a new one to this series, The Journey of Love. They're delightful. You'll see. So let's dive in. What we're going to start with, like I said, the Caroline Myss archetype, and this will be the dominant archetype that you will be alchemizing within yourself, from lead to gold, from shadow to light, for November 2019 on the Path of True Love. Good. Take a deep breath. Please remember to breathe. As we breathe, we are energetically taking in everything that we need from Source, from Spirit, from the gods and masters, and then when we exhale, we are subtly, hopefully subtly, easily releasing anything that needs to go. Like, we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Now see that on a real divine level, right? Chi, prana, all that. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please one card, one archetype to signify this Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video. What is the dominant archetype that they are to alchemize on the path of true love for November 2019? And it is the healer. All right, right out of the gate, the healer archetype. This is the only archetype we're going to pull for this one, so I'm going to read this now. So this is sort of like the main dynamic. This is the main thing that you're going to be like learning and healing, in particularly this case for November 2019 in your relationships, becoming true love. So there's always light and shadow, right? Gold and lead. I had been reading the light first and then the shadow. I've been told, no, do that the other way around, so that you sort of get the worst over with first, right? Because the shadow is the toxin, lead. You get lead in your system, it's a really big bad deal, right? Toxic. Gold you get in your system actually helps heal you, colloidal gold and all that. So the shadow attribute, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. Now for Aries, I gotta say, failing to care for oneself, I don't know about that. Usually Aries can be self-sufficient in that sense, a tad narcissistic, but you could feel the narcissism on this one, right? It's like taking advantage of those who need help. Like there's a disorder going on there. And look, we've all been tempted to do it, but do we actually do it? That's the thing. So what that led, you're going to now alchemize throughout the month. You have the opportunity, the choice, you have total free will. The light attribute, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So if you're doing that for yourself, if you're going to learn how to do that for yourself, if you're not doing that for yourself, that self-care is absolutely part of that. I mean, how many times have we heard the metaphor? You're in an airplane, the air pressure drops, the mask pops down, you're traveling with a child, you put it on yourself first and then the child. So we all know that by now. But sometimes in romantic relationships we can forget that now. It's only the first card down. We don't know this is about romance just yet. Path of True Love can be about any relationship form in your life. And sometimes, you know, it's not like you're just going to have one relationship. So this is all about you. This is all about taking care of the heart, the soul of you, right? So let's ask the angels. You're using the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck, Doreen Virtue. Please clarify, my angels, one card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for November 2019. They've got the healer archetype. Can you please clarify that for them? Oh, new love. Now, I know, new love, it's only 2 words. Oh, it's romantic, but you know, with the healer, that can very much be new love for the self, new love for healing, or yes, maybe a new romantic love or a new friendly love or a new familial love can be the return of a love, like a return to love. Marianne Williamson, look, I know she's running for president, but the book is amazing. She's amazing. I've met her. She's this tall. Everything else is just her presence. She's huge. I love her. So with that new love in the healer, it's like you're moving forward, right? There's definitely something new coming in, a new love for yourself, a new love for life, a new love. But let's know, this is where the nitty gets gritty. I'm using 2 tarot decks, Daughters of the Moon, Fiona Morgan, and the Mythic Tarot, Juliet Sharman Burke. One for your own divine feminine energy, the other for your own divine masculine energy. And remember, I said in the beginning, these can mirror other people, but this is what's going on with you, right? This is your path of true love. So even if someone is indicated in this, like if it's a court card and you're like, oh my God, that's them, then that's an opportunity to look at the mirroring. And there are so many different ways of mirroring. Like if you're dealing with a narcissist, just saying, because it's so in the collective right now, the narcissists are getting busted left, right, and center, aren't they? Being exposed, dragged, their wigs ripped off. That can be a mirror of judgment. It doesn't mean that you're a narcissist, right? In fact, narcissists very rarely attract other narcissists. And if you're worried if you're a narcissist, you can't possibly be. If you're worried, you're a narcissist. No, true narcissists never worry about that. It's all everybody else's fault and never them, right? So funny, named after Narcissus. a beautiful man in Greek mythology who spurned a divine spirit. I have to remember which one it is. Maybe the goddess Echo. No, Echo's different. But because he spurned somebody, he was looking down into his own reflection and fell in love with himself in a narcissistic way. And one of the divine beings turned him into a flower, the narcissus that bends over to look at itself in the water. And what I find so ironic about that is they have no sense of self-reflection. So funny. Isn't that funny how that works? The poetic nature of mythology and reality. All right, so let's get a card for your divine feminine. Now remember, because these are both in you, it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Everybody has divine masculine and divine feminine energy. We are, well, if you're a pagan, right, you're the hidden children of the gods, god and goddess, right? So you inherit all of their powers. They are within you. The gods are within. You know all that, right? So let's get one, please. Let's do this. My goddesses. Yeah, they told me to do this last night. My goddesses, please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, the healer with new love for November 2019. What's going on in the path of true love for this Aries collective? Come on, I feel you. There you are. In their divine feminine energy. Oh, well, Ace of Blades, right? The Ace of Swords, right? The Sybil. Hold your water, Sybil. About downloads, right? About new information, communication, something new coming in. Like, it can be absolutely, because it's divine feminine, right? Like the radar dish, like downloading something from the 8th chakra into the crown, hitting the 3rd eye, right? Now, do you communicate it? Does it speak? We don't know. That's your choice at that point. But the divine feminine is definitely receiving new thought, new idea, new communication. Now, that can certainly come from the outside in. But the experience of the divine feminine here is a bit of an aha, like, oh, not necessarily revelation, but a piece of the puzzle, a seed, right? And Ace. Ooh, that feels really lovely next to new love. New love coming in, but comes in on the level of thought to the divine feminine, which I bet just tickles her pink. So let's look, what's the divine masculine doing here? My gods. We've got the goddesses and the daughters of the moon. We've got the gods in the mythic tarot. My gods, please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for November 2019. One card in clarity. What's going on for the divine masculine in this situation? Well, the Nine of Wands. All right. So buffeting up against the reefs, right? This is Jason and the Argonauts trying to make their way home, and they get stuck on a reef. So they're almost there. They're almost at the 10, but they just can't make it. Now, if you look at the Nine of Wands in they're showing me the card. Poor son of a bitch. In the Rider-Waite Tarot. Or I guess it's this way from your perspective. Like all bandaged and bruised and shit. Yeah, the road is long, right? It's he ain't heavy. He's my brother. This is tricky. This is so like defensive, right? It's like you're almost there, and you're like, oh, total fuckballs. So I get it. totally get it. But to bring these two into balance, then have your divine feminine speak some loving words of thoughts to the divine masculine. It's okay, sweetheart. You're doing your best. I think you're amazing. You are so beautiful. We're going to get through this because there's something new. Like, I've received new information. May not be time to act on it yet, but you're one wand away from the 10. And to me, the 10 of flames is not always about, carrying a burden so much as it is a completion of desire that you could get what you want, but sometimes you're just so exhausted even though you manifested what you want, right? Or in the Daughters of the Moon, the Nine of Flames, the Nine of Wands is the Hora. It's Hava Nagila. It's a celebration. It's the full circle, right? The circle dance. So let's ask the masters from the Chuck Spizzano Love Pack. Baby love, baby, that's where it's at. Yeah. Here, the Ascended Masters are going to give us probably, there are 4 suits in this deck if you're new. There's the Luck suit, lovely. There's the Healing suit, delicious. There's the Grace suit, oh, divine. And then there's the Problem suit, which I call the Womp Womp. And it's half the deck. So if a Womp Womp card comes up, take heart, particularly with the Healer, because it's giving you an indication of what to heal. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, just giving you a little warning. Take a deep breath. My masters, please, one card No, that's 2. They were nice ones, too. Send them around again. My masters, please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for November 2019, considering they've got the healer archetype that they're alchemizing. They've got new love from the angels. We've got the divine feminine with the Sybil, the oracle of Delphi, channeling in, bringing in a new insight, a new piece of information. The divine masculine here from the gods are saying that 9 of wands, you know, perhaps hold your ground, you'll get there, right? It's like keep your endurance up. Take a pause to rest before completion here. So now the masters, please, can you add to that one card in clarity? There we go. Naivete. Naivete. Now, Google the word, right? Because it's not a word you hear all that often in that way. You can hear about being naive. Now, in this picture, the woman is reaching out to a man who got horns and a tail. Could be a Capricorn. Don't you love that on YouTube? Every time it's the devil card, could be a Capricorn. It's like the poor Capricorns. I'm dating a Capricorn. He ain't no devil. He's my brother, right? Well, not literally. Ew. I love my brother Matthew, but not that way. By the way, he's Matthew, I'm Mark. If my parents had stayed married, there would have been Luke and John, and God forbid they were girls, so the divorce was a good idea, right? So she's reaching out to the hand of this guy, right, with devil and horns. Even the trident, well, really, Hades would have a bident, right? The pitchfork. That's okay. Not everybody knows their classical mythological symbolism like I do. But he's in the arms of another woman, or another woman is in his arms. So naive, she's just like, oh, but he's an angel. He must be an angel. I can see it in his eyes, full of wonder and surprise. And now I realize he's a fucking devil, right? So naivete. So, you know, in terms of that defense, with this new love, be careful of your naivete. That it's a new love, but is it true love? Make sure your eyes are open, that there is a problem going on here, and you are the first sign of the zodiac, the baby, right? So that naivete, that's different than your innocence. Naivete and innocence, the innocence of your heart is the seed of your higher self within you, right? That wants to heal, that wants to love. Now, if this is not romantic, then you can really play the role of the healer and not get romantically involved with this, but also understand, does the devil in this card want to heal? Is that what they're in for, right? So there could be, again, a little piece of narcissistic shit going on here. And if it's covert narcissism, you know, I've been saying for the past couple of weeks since I Archangel Michael, Texas Chainsaw Massacred people out of my life. Just cut them out. Narcissists all. Overt, covert, passive, didn't matter. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. So, you know, keep an eye on that. Trust your gut. Trust that healer's instinct. That if you agree with this new love to go along, and remember, it does not have to be romantic, sexual. We still have 2 more cards to look at. If it is, that's going to be more the temptation. That's where you really, really have to keep your eyes open. But if you already are a healer and it's a client, but there's something here where you have to be defensive, right? There's something here where you have to stand your ground. Because of naivete. Maybe they're naive, but this is all about you. So if they're naive as well, really be aware. Beware. Be aware. Be aware that there's something here that has come to help you, but that doesn't mean necessarily you can help them. Like, particularly in terms of the redefinition of twin flame, you can't help each other heal, but you learn how to heal yourself in the relationship, and they learn how to heal themselves in the relationship, right? So let's get a piece of clarity here from the higher selves of all involved using the Whispers of Love Oracle, Hatfield, and it's not McCoy. That's a feud. I forget. It's Angela Hartfield. I know. I just suck at names. I'll learn it eventually. So please, the higher selves of all involved. Ding! There you are. Please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for November 2019. The collective pantheon is saying the healer archetype led to gold. The angels are saying new love. The goddesses are saying the Sibyl, ace of blades, a ding, right next to that new love makes sense. Gods are saying 9 of wands, stand your ground, you're almost there, but keep your guard up, right? Not in a toxic way, but because of that card of naivete, do not let your naivete take control, right? Like see what's there. Forget about second sight, first sight. What's real? What's really going on here? It's very Terry Pratchett. We Free Men. Actually, that whole Tiffany Aching series, Terry Pratchett. I learned everything I really needed to know about witchcraft from Terry Pratchett. Someday I will be Granny Weatherwax. Should I live that long? All right. Higher selves, one card, please. What's going on here on the path of true love for this Aries collective? The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So here we've got the problem card of naivete. The only thing that's real is love. So then this is about loving in a new way, loving in a healthy way, loving in a healthy way, which may very well be, all right, I can feel my naivete kicking in. There's stuff here I don't know the whole picture, but regardless of what's going on, the only thing that is real is love. So I can feel love for you. I can send you healing love, right, from a distance. But until I am really, really clear on what this situation is and what is really going on, I am going to love you in a healthy way, because chances are your gut, right, your divine feminine is getting this, oh. Now, if this were a client, if you were actually sitting across from me, whether on video or in my house, actually I have a client coming to the house today, then I would say, oh, we're clarifying that bitch right there, right? But we're not doing that for these. We're keeping these simple. We're not even doing reversals, right? So the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love, and most likely love of yourself, to really embrace that naive child inside of them, right? And it's like inside of you, it's like, it's okay, honey, I know you think it's sunshine and lollipops and moonbeams everywhere, and maybe it is, but I'm here to guard you and protect you. So we're gonna 9 of wands this for a bit. We're just gonna see what happens, but we can still love them, but let's love their soul. Let's give love to the soul, not to the behavior, not to what they appear to be, but what's beyond that mask. And, you know, I gotta say, this narcissism thing, they look for the naive, they look for the caring, the compassionate, the loving, because they can't be those things because of the mask they wear and the wounds that they carry. So as much as you might want to heal them and believe that you can, they can only heal themselves on that, because they're dealing at their core with a lack of self-worth. They've said it. It's not that they feel like shit, they feel they are shit. And so they have to so overcompensate by being abusive, passive, abusive, aggressive, abusive, or covert abusive. It's still abuse. It doesn't matter what form it comes out, because they have been abused. In other words, they are trying to make you feel the way somebody made them feel. You don't have to take it personally, right? 4 agreements, the fuck out of this. 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz, look it up. All right, last card down is From These Journeys of Love. Now, I am going to read it from the book because I'm new to the deck, and really the writing in here is worth it. Like, I couldn't have written this book, even though, you know, I am writing a book called The Path of True Love. If you'd like to see a little bit of that, go to my website, drawingacircle.com. You give us your email address. We give you, I think it's like, what, the first 11 or 12 pages of it. And we're going to rewrite all that anyway, because so much new info has come in. My poor editor, Jill, she's like, new? More? Yeah. So, this is really lovely. The Journey of Love, Alana Fairchild, Rasuli, and Richard Cohen. So one's the author, one's the artist, and one's the poet, because there's a poem at the end of each one of these. They're not terribly long. They're not pages and pages, maybe 2.5 pages tops, because there's also a picture of the card, right? So let's do this. We start with the collective pantheons, we end with the collective pantheons. So please. My collective pantheons of angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please One card in clarity for this Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for November 2019. We've got the healer, we've got true love, we've got the Ace of Blades, the Sibyl, we've got the Nine of Wands, we've got a kitty meowing at nothing in the corner. We've got naivete, and we've got that the only thing that is real is love. So please, what say you? The blood dance. Oh, the blood dance. This is actually a really good card. It's not like dancing in someone's blood. Although, if you're dealing with a narcissist, I understand the impulse. But no. This is really actually a really, really great card. It's a little red, but why wouldn't it be? So that is card 42. The blood dance. Shall we, darling? May I have this blood dance? The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other into oneness and into individuality. So you get that, I'll keep going, but you get that, it's like the blood rushes to the heart and then it goes out to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes and it comes back, and that's the relationship. That's where you are on this path. It's like it comes in, it's so independent, out they go. So not necessarily a push and pull, but that it's the same thing. It's like you're going into your own oneness, you're going in, healing your own heart, and then you're sending that healing love and energy out. So it is with human beings in relationships with each other and with human beings and the divine essence, right? Sometimes the heart of God feels so close. It's so true. It's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving that feeling of being home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it is easier to feel that divine presence than at other times. Yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. In other words, the blood is not separate from the heart, right? So you are never separate from love, right? Well, the only thing that's real is love. So if you can love this whoever this is, and again, not necessarily romantic sexual, not screaming that here, but that you can like pull in, recharge yourself, heal yourself, love yourself, and then send that healthier, clearer, oxygenated blood out to them, and perhaps from a distance, right? If your gut is telling you, watch out for this one, getting that download, and more would be up here in the head, right? Aries, it would be more of maybe a clairvoyant or a vision or just this persistent warning, like watch out, like your conscience, so not your consciousness, your conscience saying, watch out here, there's something off here. This is not as things appear to be, right? Go in and heal from a distance. Okay, so this oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon, all connections shall return with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself. Precious soul, you are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. Right? So in dealing with this person, right, whoever this is, this naivete, because that's really, with that Nine of Wands, it's like, it's okay. You can put up a boundary, right? You put up a boundary and say, no, this isn't good, but I am being called back to heal my own heart. And from that place then, maybe we reconnect, maybe we don't. But the only thing that's real here is love. And if you're not serving me love, No way, Jose. But but regardless, my job is to love you, because if I do to you what you did to me, it's just wounding both of us. So I can bless you from a distance and move on. But then remember this new love here. It's like you're learning how to love in a new way, in a healthier way. So even if this person is in your life for a while, or they're new coming in, get that on the path of true love, this person has come in to help you, not give you what you want, right? So let's do the poem. Love's language speaks like sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aroma sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true, and give emotions weight the scales due. Each tear releases more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. So with that blood dance there, it's like you're in the dance of this. This is part of the cycles of life. This is part of your own cycle of healing. So to clarify, you are alchemizing into the healer, the healing energy of you, going from, well, maybe not going from, maybe this is what you're focusing on, but here's the lead, taking advantage of those who need help. This person may very well need help, failing to care for oneself. So that's really what that blood dance is talking about. It's about, okay, yeah, no, I'm going to heal you, but woo, right back to me, honey, and then woo, I will do it from a distance, or I will come in, but I'm going to go on my guidance of that, because you're learning healthy love. You're learning what healthy love is. So this person probably is a twin flame in that sense of a contract, teaching you how to love and heal yourself while you bless them from afar. And this is like a brand new download, like a brand new idea, like, oh my goodness. Light bulb, Oracle of Delphi, light bulb, right? And then the divine feminine and the divine masculine is like, don't worry, honey, boundaries up. We can do this in a healthy way. We're learning how to do this. We do not have to do this all at once. We are almost there. We are almost there to this alchemy in the month of November. So we're going to keep an eye on the naivete. We're going to see what's really there. Now, we may not see all of it. We don't even know all of our own stuff that's going on. You do not need to diagnose somebody in terms of what their pathology is or whatever their lead is in order for you to love and heal. That's unconditional love. I love you, but that you're also doing that for yourself. So do be aware, be wary of that. Because the only thing that's real is love. That's what's going to get you through this, right? The love of yourself, but the love in a healthy way, true love, unconditional love. And it's all just part of the blood dance for this month. And this is temporary. Cool, cool. Really lovely Path of True Love reading, my Aries. Go check the extended. It's a totally different spread. Like, I did it yesterday. And really, it took a lot out of me, but I think there's a lot of good info in there, and of course, I'm funny as fuck. That's how I roll. Right. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe if you're new. Share this if you know an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, because this is something, you want to keep your eye out for with that, particularly if you are what's called the first wave, right? Like a first waver, very empathic, very sensitive, usually more identified with the divine feminine than divine masculine, right? You just feel everybody's everything, and you're just here to heal. But remember that as you heal what's going on inside of you because of the holographic nature of this universe, you're healing it for everybody else. Ultimately, we are all one, and that's even what this blood dance card is talking about. Cool, cool. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best and the very blessed of the month of November 2019 on the path of true love. But for now, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.